your not-so-secret guide to the city of brotherly love and really good sandwiches. All right, settle down, folks. Welcome to our guide on the 20 must-see places in Philadelphia. Philly has history, food, and fun for everyone. From the Liberty Bell to the best cheesesteaks, let's dive in. First up, the one, the only Liberty Bell. You've seen it on t-shirts, you've seen it on money, but this is the real deal, folks. It's housed in the Liberty Bell Center, and yes, it has a giant crack. It's like that one friend who's a little bit broken, but you love them anyway. The crack actually has its own stories, its own legends. It's the ultimate conversation starter. This bell wasn't just for ringing in dinner time. It was originally called the State House Bell. Think of it as the original Twitter, but way louder and made of bronze. Its inscription, "Proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof," is pretty powerful stuff. It became an icon for abolitionists, for suffragists, for anyone fighting for freedom. So when you see it, you're not just looking at an old bell, you're looking at a symbol that has resonated literally and figuratively for generations. Visiting is pretty straightforward, but expect a line, especially during peak season. They have exhibits around it explaining its journey, how it traveled, how it became this massive symbol. You can get pretty close to it, take your pictures, and soak in the history. Just, don't try to ring it. I'm pretty sure that's frowned upon. And definitely don't try to fix the crack. They've heard that joke before. All right, next on our historical hit parade is Independence Hall. If the Liberty Bell is the opening act, this place is the headliner. This is where the magic happened, folks. We're talking about the Declaration of Independence being debated and adopted right here. And if that wasn't enough, the US Constitution was created in this very building. It's like the delivery room for the United States. Think about that. The founding fathers, guys in wigs, probably sweating a lot because it was Philadelphia in the summer, hammering out the future of a nation. Its role in American history, monumental. This isn't just historic building, it's arguably most historic building in the country. Walking through these rooms, you're treading the same floorboards as Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington. You can almost hear the quill pens scratching and the passionate arguments. They offer guided tours, and I highly recommend them. The park rangers know their stuff. They are like walking encyclopedias, but more entertaining. They really bring the history to life, explaining who sat where, what was said, and the sheer audacity of what these guys were trying to achieve. When you visit, you can expect to see the assembly room where the Declaration and Constitution were signed. They've preserved it to look much like it did back in the 18th century. There's also the Supreme Court room where the Pennsylvania Supreme Court met. It's a powerful experience, a tangible connection to the nation's founding. It's free to enter, but you often need timed tickets, especially during busy times, so plan ahead. Don't be that guy who shows up thinking he can just waltz in. This isn't your buddy's barbecue, it's history, man. Let's switch gears from history to art and movie magic. The Philadelphia Museum of Art. Everyone knows it because of Rocky Balboa. Run up those famous rocky steps. Do the victory dance at the top. It's genuinely fun. After your cinematic moment, go inside the museum. It's one of the largest art museums in the country. Masterpieces from Europe, Asia, and America. Explore the treasures within. Maybe you'll be inspired to create your own masterpiece. Chapter 4. Best food spots in Philly. Philly is a culinary treasure trove offering a diverse range of flavors. Start at Reading Terminal Market, a bustling hub of deliciousness. From iconic cheesesteaks to mouth-watering Amish donuts, it's all here. Don't miss the Italian Market, a historic gem with authentic flavors. Explore Fishtown for trendy eateries and innovative dishes. South Philly's food scene is a melting pot of cultures. Philly's food spots are a must-visit for any food lover. Chapter 6. Laurel Hill Cemetery. Spooky, historic, and surprisingly cool. Ready for something spooky? Laurel Hill Cemetery is one of the oldest and most historic cemeteries in the United States. Think elaborate mausoleums, towering statues, and serene river views. The guided tours, often led by local historians, are fascinating. Explore the beautiful grounds and learn about the notable figures buried here. It's hauntingly beautiful. Chapter 6. The Franklin Institute. Science, but fun science, not homework science. Let's lighten things up with some science, and not the boring kind that put you to sleep in high school. We're talking about the Franklin Institute, a beloved science museum. This place makes science hands-on, interactive and cool. Named after Benjamin Franklin, it lives up to his spirit of curiosity. Touch things, push buttons and figure out how stuff works. Walk through a giant human heart. It's as weirdly awesome as it sounds. Learn about circuits without electrocuting yourself, exhibits on space, mechanics, aviation and more. Kids and adults both love it. Look, honey, I made the light bulb work. The Benjamin Franklin National Memorial is here too, plus an IMAX theatre, planetarium and special exhibitions. A fantastic place for families and curious minds. You'll leave smarter and have had a blast. Who knew learning could be this entertaining? Ben Franklin, probably. Chapter 7, Philadelphia Zoo, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, and parking, probably. All right, animal lovers, this one's for you. The Philadelphia Zoo, America's first zoo, opened in 1874. Home to nearly 1,300 animals, many rare and endangered. They have Zoo 360, a trail system where animals roam overhead. Big Cat Falls, Pecco Primate Reserve and Kids Zoo are must-sees. It's a family-friendly destination with lots to explore. Chapter 8. Rittenhouse Square, fancy park, fancy people, fancy pigeons. Let's take a stroll through Philly's chic Rittenhouse Square. One of William Penn's original squares, it's aged like fine wine. Surrounded by stunning architecture, high-end shops and luxury apartments. You might see someone walking a tiny dog that costs more than your car. People come to relax, read or have lunch on a bench. Beautifully maintained with flower beds, statues and fountains. Popular with locals and tourists alike. Artists sketch, musicians play, and kids chase pigeons. Fantastic for people watching. Grab a coffee and soak in the atmosphere. A slice of Parisian life in Philadelphia. Great shopping and top-notch restaurants. From casual brunch to five-star dining. Central to many attractions with a sophisticated feel. A refined, enjoyable Philly experience. Just try not to get intimidated by the well-dressed poodles. Chapter 9. The Barnes Foundation. Art so good they built a fortress for it, almost. The Barnes Foundation is legendary, housing one of the world's greatest collections of Impressionist, Post-Impressionist and early modern paintings. Dr. Albert C. Barnes amassed this incredible collection and arranged it in very specific, some might say eccentric ways. Now located on Benjamin Franklin Parkway, it's much more accessible to the public. Experience Dr. Barnes's unique vision in a modern setting. Let's head to the water, shall we? Penn's Landing, along the Delaware River, is Philly's waterfront playground. It's where the city meets the river, and there's always something going on. Think festivals, concerts, beer gardens, and just a great place to take a walk. It's named after William Penn, who founded Pennsylvania. It's got history, but mostly it's about contemporary fun. Throughout the year, Penn's Landing hosts a ton of events. In the summer, you've got Spruce Street Harbor Park with its hammocks and floating gardens. There are outdoor movie screenings, cultural festivals, celebrating Philly's diverse communities and big concerts at the Festival Pier. In the winter, they set up an ice skating rink, the Blue Cross River Rink Winterfest. It's a year-round destination for recreation and entertainment. It's like the city's backyard, if your backyard had a battleship. Oh yeah, did I mention the battleships? You can tour historic ships moored at Penn's Landing, like the cruiser USS Olympia and the submarine USS Bakuna. It's pretty cool to explore these massive vessels and imagine life at sea. There are also river cruises and ferries you can take for a different perspective of the city skyline. So whether you want to catch a show, learn some naval history, or just enjoy a breezy stroll by the river, Penn's Landing is a great spot to unwind and have some fun. All right, brace yourselves for this next one. It's not for the squeamish, but it is undeniably fascinating. I'm talking about the Mutter Museum, part of the College of Physicians of Philadelphia. This place has a collection of medical oddities, anatomical specimens, models, and antique medical equipment that will make your jaw drop. Think skulls, preserved organs, wax models of pathological conditions. It's a lot. But it's also incredibly educational in a, whoa, the human body is weird kind of way. If you have a strong stomach and a curious mind, it's an unforgettable experience. People come out of the Mutter either completely grossed out or utterly captivated, often both. It's one of those places you'll be telling people about for weeks. Okay, from the medically bizarre to the universally adored Love Park, officially known as John F. Kennedy Plaza, everyone calls it Love Park because of, you guessed it, Robert Indiana's iconic love sculpture. It's one of the most photographed spots in Philadelphia, and for good reason. That bold red sculpture is instantly recognizable and has become a symbol of the city. You haven't really done Philly until you've taken a picture with it, or at least of it. The park itself has gone through some changes over the years. It used to be a haven for skateboarders, famously so, but renovations have changed the landscape a bit. Now it's more of a modern open plaza with fountains, green space, and of course the sculpture as its centerpiece. It's a popular spot for tourists to snap that quintessential Philly photo, and you'll often see couples, families, and friends all vying for the perfect angle. Okay, now one with me kissing the L, you know the scene. Located right in Center City, near City Hall, it's an easy stop on any walking tour. There are often food trucks nearby, and it's a nice place to just sit for a few minutes and watch the city go by. While the sculpture is the main draw, the park also hosts events and serves as a pleasant urban space. So embrace your inner tourist, go get that photo and spread a little love, or at the very least get a cool new profile picture. It's simple, it's iconic, and it's pure Philly. Let's dip back into history with a visit to the Betsy Ross house. Whether Betsy Ross sewed the first American flag is debated, but her house is a charming colonial-era gem. It's like stepping into a miniature time capsule. You can tour the rooms, furnished with period antiques. Costumed interpreters make history tangible, especially for kids. Visiting her house is a sweet, patriotic stop. Next, let's explore the oldest continuously inhabited residential street in America, Elfreth's Alley. This historic gem has been home to residents since the early 18th century. Walking down this charming cobblestone street is like stepping back in time. The cobblestones, the historic homes, and the quaint mailboxes all add to its unique charm. Imagine telling your friends you live on the nation's oldest street. It's quite the conversation starter. The alley is lined with 32 beautifully preserved Federal and Georgian-style homes. Each step on the worn cobblestones brings history to life. The flower boxes and old-fashioned shutters add to the picturesque atmosphere. While most houses are private residences, a couple are open to the public as museums. These museum houses offer a glimpse into the lives of the artisans and tradespeople who originally lived here. Blacksmiths, shipwrights, bakers, the working class of colonial Philadelphia. It's a wonderfully photogenic spot, so have your camera ready. Despite being in the heart of the city, it feels like a world away from the hustle and bustle. Informational plaques tell the stories of some of the former residents and the history of the alley. It's a quick visit, but a memorable one. Elfreth's Alley makes you appreciate the layers of history in Philadelphia. Just be respectful of the current residents, no peeking in windows, okay? Unless they invite you in for tea, which, let's be honest, is unlikely. All right, parents, this one is specifically for you, or for anyone who's still a kid at heart. The Please Touch Museum, the name says it all, doesn't it? Finally, a museum where your kids aren't going to get yelled at for trying to, interact with things. It's a wonderland of hands-on exhibits designed specifically for children, usually age 7 and under. But older kids, and let's be honest, adults can have fun too. It's all about learning through play, and they do it exceptionally well. Located in the majestic Memorial Hall in Fairmount Park, which is a beautiful building in itself, originally built for the 1876 Centennial Exposition, the museum is packed with engaging environments. There's a recreated supermarket where kids can shop, a pint-sized city where they can be firefighters or construction workers, and a whimsical Alice in Wonderland exhibit where they can navigate a maze and have a tea party with the Mad Hatter. They even have a beautifully restored carousel from 1908 that kids and adults can ride. It's pure, unadulterated fun. The museum focuses on creativity, imagination, and problem-solving. Kids can play with water, explore a rocket ship, put on puppet shows, and so much more. It's a noisy, energetic place, exactly as a children's museum should be. If you have young children and you're in Philly, this is a must-do. It'll keep them entertained for hours. And they'll actually be learning stuff without even realizing it. Just be prepared for them to never want to leave. And maybe pack some hand sanitizer. Lots of touching, remember? If you need a break from museums and city streets, let's talk about Fairmount Park. It's one of the largest urban park systems in the US, covering over 2,000 acres. There are miles of trails, scenic drives, historic mansions, and the Philadelphia Zoo. It's where Philadelphians go to play, exercise, and relax. So pack a lunch, rent a bike, or just take a leisurely stroll. It's a fantastic resource, a beautiful expanse of green in the city. Back to art, but this time with a focus on sculpture, and one sculptor in particular, Auguste Rodin. The Rodin Museum in Philadelphia houses the largest collection of Rodin's works outside of Paris. That's a pretty big deal. If you've ever seen The Thinker, you know Rodin. And guess what? They have a cast of The Thinker right outside the museum. It's like the bouncer for a very classy, very bronze party. It's an impressive sight, setting the stage for what's inside. The museum itself is a beautiful Beaux-Arts building with a formal French garden, designed to evoke the atmosphere of Rodin's studio and estate in Meudon, France. Inside, you'll find a stunning array of his sculptures, including masterpieces like The Kiss, the Burghers of Calais, and the Gates of Hell, a massive, intricate bronze door that he worked on for decades. The collection showcases the incredible power, emotion, and realism of Rodin's work. You can really see the muscles ripple and the anguish or passion in the figures' faces. It's incredibly moving. It's a relatively small museum compared to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, which actually administers it, so it's a more focused and intimate experience. You can really take your time with each piece, appreciate the craftsmanship, and ponder the stories behind them. The garden is also a lovely place to sit and reflect, with more sculptures dotted around. If you appreciate sculpture, or if you just want to see some incredibly famous and influential artwork, the Rodin Museum is a must-visit. It's a little piece of Paris on the Benjamin Franklin Parkway. Dinosaurs. Who doesn't love dinosaurs? If you or your kids are fans of T-Rex and his prehistoric pals, then you need to head to the Academy of Natural Sciences of Drexel University. This is another historic institution. It's the oldest natural science research institution and museum in the Americas. Founded way back in 1812, so they've been collecting old bones and weird bugs for a very long time. It's a place where science and history meet, and it's fascinating for all ages. The big draw, of course, is Dinosaur Hall. Here, you can stand in the shadow of towering dinosaur skeletons, including a massive Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's pretty awe-inspiring to see these giants up close and imagine them roaming the earth. But there's more than just dinos. They have a fantastic butterfly garden where you can walk among hundreds of live, fluttering butterflies. There are exhibits on animals from around the world, stuffed mostly, but still cool. Dioramas showing different ecosystems, and a Secrets of the Diorama exhibit that shows you how they make those incredibly detailed scenes. The Academy is also a working research institution, so there's a real emphasis on science and discovery. They have live animal shows, opportunities to meet scientists, and plenty of interactive exhibits designed to get kids excited about the natural world. You can dig for fossils, examine specimens under microscopes, and learn about everything from ancient Egypt, they have mummies, to local wildlife. It's a great place to spark curiosity and learn something new, whether you're 5 or 55. Plus, did I mention dinosaurs? Because dinosaurs. All right, sports fans, let's talk baseball. If you're in Philly during baseball season and you want a true taste of the local passion, you got to catch a Phillies game at Citizens Bank Park. This is more than just a ballpark. It's a shrine to Philly baseball, and the fans here are, well, they're enthusiastic, very enthusiastic. It's a fantastic modern stadium with great sight lines, delicious food, including, of course, cheesesteaks and crab fries, and a fantastic atmosphere, especially when the Phils are winning. The experience starts even before you get into the park. There's Ashburn Alley in the outfield, which is like a street fair within the stadium with food vendors, games, and the Phillies Wall of Fame. You can watch batting practice, try to catch a home run ball, and soak in the pre-game buzz. And then there's the Phanatic. The Philly Phanatic is, without a doubt, one of the best mascots in all of sports. This giant green furry creature is hilarious, mischievous, and beloved by everyone. Watching his antics is almost as entertaining as the game itself. Inside, the park is beautiful. You get great views of the city skyline from certain sections. The food options are way beyond your standard hot dog, even though they have those too. Think gourmet burgers, local craft beers, and all sorts of Philly specialties. Whether you're a die-hard baseball fanatic or just looking for a fun afternoon or evening out, a Phillies game is a quintessential Philadelphia experience. Just be prepared to join in the cheers and maybe a few good-natured boos for the other team. It's all part of the fun. Go Phils! For our 20th spot, let's talk about Spruce Street Harbor Park. It transforms Penn's Landing into an urban oasis every year. Think of it as a pop-up paradise. It's got everything you need to chill out. It's incredibly popular and delightful. Dozens of colourful hammocks for lounging, floating barges with seating areas, beer gardens and food vendors. There's even a small beach area. At night, thousands of LED lights create a magical atmosphere. Perfect for a date, family outing, or hanging out with friends. Grab a drink, listen to music, play games, and enjoy the river. Free to enter, but food and activities cost. It's a place that makes you happy to be outside. A perfect example of Philly's innovative public spaces. A must-visit during warmer months. Well, there you have it. 20 must-see places in the incredible city of Philadelphia. From cracking the Liberty Bell, metaphorically, please, to running up the rocky steps and maybe even getting a little weirded out at the Mutter Museum, it's a city that truly has it all. We've covered history, art, food, sports, and just plain fun. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to book a flight. Or at least find a really good hoagie. Thanks for joining us on this tour of Philadelphia's must-see places. Hopefully this guide has given you some inspiration for your own Philly adventure, or maybe just reminded you how great this city is. It's a place with a tough exterior but a whole lot of heart, kind of like your Uncle Frank after he's had a few. There's always something new to discover, some hidden alley or amazing sandwich shop you haven't tried yet. So get out there and explore, and if you see the Phanatic, tell him I said hi. He probably won't know who I am, but it's worth a shot. Before you go off to plan your trip or argue about which cheesesteak is best, it's a never-ending debate, trust me, please do us a solid. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more travel guides and tips. Let us know your favorite Philly spots in the comments below, or if there's anywhere we missed. We love hearing from you. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and as they say in Philly, trust the process. See you in the next video.